Yes, ma'am.
Okay. This man has been abusing my employees all week over the phone. He's just been causing trouble. He came to get his things. He's not happy. I stood up to him. He started calling me. He called me a liar. My husband jumped in front of him and he happened to have a wrench in his hand. And that man got all mouthy and was hollering and carrying on. My husband's hollering and carrying on. I called the police. Okay?
What's he here
He's
to
still
get?
he's supposed to be picking up this trailer that we did some work on. We told him he owes $450 or something. We told him, leave, take it. We don't want you here. We don't want you coming back. So he's wanting to pay. My secretary is going to take his payment. He is yelling, raising Cain. He's mad at my husband because my husband had a wrench in his hand telling him to leave. So he's probably going to want to report my husband. But I need for this man out of here.
Okay. Has he paid yet?
I don't know. My secretary's not there.
Okay.
Way more than that amount of time on that trailer. I don't want to charge you. I want us to do what we originally agreed to and us be done.
How y'all doing?
All right.
Okay. You've heard her story.
Okay.
Now you want to hear mine?
Yep.
Okay. This is the gentleman I've been dealing with ever since I brought my trailer here to get work done.
Okay.
Got a written agreement here for the work to be done. I'm kind of blindsided today because the owner of the building, which I don't know her, she said I've been disrespecting her employees every time I call. This is the only second visit I've made here. Each time I call is about that trailer and getting it out of this building and to pay for it. So her husband gets into our conversation because she's telling me that I've been abusing him. I say, that's a lie. That's what I said to her. That's a lie.
And you said, you are a liar.
And so I don't know him. He's standing right here just like this. And from that position, he comes up to me in my face and he's got a piece of metal in his hand. He's standing, he said, get your black ass out of my store. Or you gonna leave, whatever he said. He said, your black ass out of my store. I said, I'm not going anywhere. I said, because that's stealing. If I leave out of this lot and take that trailer, that's stealing. I want to pay for what work I had done here. He's the only dealings I've ever talked to. She said I was rude to her this morning. I don't know what I may have. If I was, I'll admit it. But for what went on between me, you, and your husband, as a customer, bringing my stuff here to be fixed, I think that was inappropriate.
Do y'all want him to pay or not?
I'm gonna pay.
I'm not. Don't yell at me.
I'm gonna pay.
Stop talking.
I'm gonna pay. I'm gonna pay. I'm not
Do y'all want him to pay or not?
I want to pay. I gotta pay.
That's not
I do not want nothing free from them.
You don't want him to pay?
Man.
All right, sir. I need you to exit the
I
building.
know. I want to pay. I want to pay. I want to pay. The man's asking to pay. Yes. Why wouldn't you let me pay?
Well, then pay so we can get this over with.
Don't. It's not that point. Is it? You don't dictate.
Well, we're not going to continue this going.
I tried to explain to you, but you don't want to hear me because you're mad already.
I am not.
Yes, you are. That's okay though.
Okay.
That's okay. I'll pay. Here you
Let me
go.
have it.
Here you go.
Let me have it. It's $469.39.
Give him some extra for whatever
No,
he
we
did.
ain't getting extra. It's gonna be extra because it's a credit card though, and it's a fee.
And that's fine.
We talking about it.
That's sad though, the way y'all treat me.
Okay, it's $485.82 total.
Okay. But I'm glad you called. I need y'all to make a report too. I need a report made.
For what?
Because I was threatened. This has nothing to do with the money. Her husband threatened to hit me with a pipe in his hand. I need that
He
a
never
report
made
made.
a threat.
He didn't.
He didn't make a threat.
He got in my face.
No, he
He
didn't.
was walking
No.
around fixing
He
Yeah,
stuff.
told you to
video here.
leave.
Yes.
What did he say?
No, he
What did he
didn't.
say? Take
He said
your black
leave.
ass and
No.
leave my store.
He said to leave.
And I know they got cameras here.
Yeah, we got cameras. We'll pull them up.
Pull the camera up, and you'll hear. it. And I want that. I want all that.
If that's what it
Can I
shows
get your
on-
name?
It's Corporal Hodges.
Corporal Hodges.
If the camera shows
My
that,
voice is inflected. I can't help it because I'm being treated.
Well, if you'll let me finish talking, I will explain what I'm trying to tell you. If the cameras reflect what you're saying, I will do your report. If it does not reflect that, there's no criminal matter for me to do a report upon.
But you're making your assumption without even.
I just said if the cameras reflect it, if you would
So
listen.
you're gonna view the cameras right now.
Yes,
Okay, cool.
that's what I just said.
Y'all always try to make. I'm a retired fireman. I know the lingo. I know the lingo. Y'all not.
In my face.
I feel so bad. And I'm trying to help. I don't want that. I don't want anything. Thank you, man. And I apologize to you. If I was rude to you, I'm apologizing. I'm removing it. So, I apologize.
6.
I gotta figure out how to do this, but I'm not real sure how to go back.
So you give me
I've never played with this.
Yes, it'll have everything
Okay.
itemized,
That might
what
be
was
it.
done to the trailer.
Oh, shit.
That's right now.
No, that's not right now, because you're in here.
Okay.
Who's the chief of here? Police chief. Reeves. Chief. Because I know if I had to do something wrong, I'd probably have something.
It's Howard.
You got to give me credit. I did apologize.
You did apologize.
And I didn't know I had did what you said I did.
No. Hey, I'm not gonna say it's okay. Please say it's okay. Apologize.
Okay, I need to go back further.
Yeah. So, see if you can click on your, well,
You know how to work this?
Never met.
I like to see the
See
camera.
if he knows how to work it.
that's up to the business owners here.
What's that, Corporal?
That's up to the business owners. If they want to let you watch it, that's up to them.
Okay.
I can't make them let
Okay,
you.
cool. Well, your officer is stopping me. She's not said I couldn't do it.
Do y'all want him in here? Yes or
No,
no?
I don't want him in
Okay,
there.
they don't want you in here.
Okay.
Hold on. Let's see.
Is
Is that the right camera right there?
Maybe. I'm
Well,
wondering
y'all are
if,
in here. Let me see.
yeah, if you click on it.
Can I get your name and badge number? See, now he's.
I can't give him back.
Yeah, yeah.
You probably taken me to jail before. You probably know that. It's cool. No, you probably have.
I was saying it could be possible. I have a bad
I don't know
memory.
which camera I'm on. What camera is that?
That's
Does
the
it have a
one.
number?
It's the one with me. I know that. 2.
Okay, maybe that one's 2.
Yeah.
That's gonna be way too far corporate. Down, 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 down.
Yeah, 14 is gonna be 2 o'clock.
Down. Go to 14. Down. Right there. Or David.
It's still.
Yeah, that's fine.
That's when y'all were here. It's gotta go back further, right?
It's Howard.
I think it's gotta go back further.
Hit this. Rewind.
Corporal,
Yes.
are you demanding I go outside?
Yes, they want you to exit the store right now.
Okay, am I being trespassed from this store?
Not at this moment, but they don't want you in the lobby anymore.
Can I ask, what have I done wrong to require that? Can I ask that
For you to be out of the business?
Yeah, for them to request you to remove me from the business, and I've done business and paid money here.
Because they don't want you in here anymore.
They can do that.
Yes,
legally.
it's a private property. It's just like a gas station. If a gas station doesn't want you in the store and they tell you to get out, you have to get out. Or then
No reason, no whatsoever.
yeah, they don't have to have a reason in private property.
Oh, I don't know that. I've never been on this end. I've
Right.
never been on this end. 'Cause I tried to do things
On
legally.
private property,
I've
they
never been
don't.
on this end.
Right.
So I don't know. I'm asking.
So like if you were in our building, we can't do that because it's public.
Okay, gotcha.
But with this being a privately owned business, if they don't, you could have walked in the first time and they said we don't want to do business with you. You get out, and you don't have a choice at that point. You can't be in here.
I've never been on this end, so I don't
Yeah.
know.
So if they don't want you in here,
I'm walking out.
I got you.
Thank you.
Alright, so you know how you're gonna play it? I don't give
Nowhere near.
Damn, I didn't know my Friday was going down this way.
I got excited.
No, it's not. I don't like the police. No offense to you.
I don't like them either. You'll have to get us an attorney and subpoena the video.
Me?
No,
He's saying he wants
if he
a copy of
wants,
the
if he wants
video.
video, he'd have to go through an attorney, which would have to go through a judge and have y'all's cameras subpoenaed. It won't-
I need something stronger and games right now.
Just let you.
It's got to go back further, because that's when the police are.
I don't know how to work this.
I don't know how to
None
speed
of us
it
know
up.
how to.
What
work
does this button do?
That one probably speeds it up. 1x. Nothing.
How do you-
What's that say?
30 seconds ago,
What's that say?
30 seconds later,
So keep going?
maybe. Hey, it looks like we're getting somewhere.
Okay, good, Drew, thank you.
You're welcome. I just,
There's John with the,
okay.
okay, you're close.
Keep going. I mean, I know I can't hear it, but determining body language, if there was a threat or not.
What's the phase of the moon tonight?
He told him to get out.
He told me to get out long before.
He did, he told him several times to get out.
Damn, but I don't.
He's been good for a little while now, Drew.
Yeah, it's been a while.
What'd you get in trouble for?
Me?
You know
Yeah.
that.
Nah, man. You recognize last name Cribble?
You,
That's me.
Sergio's kinfolk.
Yeah, that's my little brother. Still ain't spoke to him in a while.
I ain't seen him since he left here. I see him
Yeah,
on.
you remember my crazy baby mama? Y'all used to come to my house all the damn time. See, I told
If
you.
you still got that truck, because if I saw the truck, I'd recognize it, but I
Yeah,
ain't.
it's broke down. They don't pay me enough to get it fixed here. I think maybe we need to go back further.
No, this is where he doesn't come back in. This is when he went.
Okay.
He's hooking it up.
Yeah, y'all got some new colleagues. You about the only one I recognize nowadays.
Man, we got.
Y'all hiring?
Yeah, you want to come on?
If y'all pay more than she does, hell.
Probably not.
Let's say probably not.
Y'all drug test?
Yeah.
I can't work for y'all now. I'm sorry.
You passed your last drug test.
But I don't want to pass more.
I like that answer right there.
This is really, really ridiculous.
What type of work did he have done?
Bullshit.
Oh,
Fucking bullshit.
Some lights, but then he didn't want Drew to fix the one that's bent
He's
right
been
there.
a
Wait on him, that trailer's actually expired.
he's been a problem since he.
Since he pulled
Alright,
up
here you
the
go. Here you
first
go. Here's when he comes in. Oh, you bought reinforcements in, and then the owner steps in and he's.
I did point at him.
He
I said,
steps
you've been
to
a good
her.
my employee.
He steps to her and says something crazy, and John did what I would have done as well. He's looking to.
please tell me John's with the hat.
Yes, he is. John is with the hat. So he starts getting his hands crazy, takes a step. John don't like it, and John does what a husband will do.
Look at my face.
Tells him, get the fuck out.
He didn't have the wrench. He picked it up. Yeah.
And that's when I picked up the phone.
Well, you try to get me to call him, just so you know I won't never call him.
I called him. I want this guy out of here, and I don't want him to come back.
That's all we
Do you want him trespassed?
just.
Trespassing, if he shows back up, he goes to jail.
He's not gonna show back up.
He
He's
gonna
gonna do
show-
a bad Google review or blast me all over Facebook or Yelp or whatever. to
But
keep
if you want him trespassed, I will trespass him on camera and have it logged through our system. And if he shows back up here, and causes any kind of, if he just comes here after he's been trespassed by us, he goes to jail.
And that's when I put myself between John
But that's up to you. I can't trespass him unless you want me to.
I just want him to leave and not come back.
He's gonna demand a report. He already has tried.
Yeah.
And since John didn't have the wrench in hand, he reached down, picked it up out of a bag. I am gonna have to do a report. What he does with that report, yeah, but I can't tell him no, because if he felt intimidated or threatened by him grabbing that wrench and then coming up shaking it at him, that is a form of harassment. But
If he felt intimidated.
I'm gonna type the report as an information report because of them going back and forth, not him just being a random person in there minding his business and somebody coming at him with a wrench. So it won't be typed up as harassment. It'll be typed up as just information. This occurred on this date because of X, Y, Z. Everything y'all told me while I was here will be what it says.
Yes, sir.
So, what is? Where is John? Is he working?
He's still here.
Disappeared. What is your? I need your information. You have your driver's license. Or know your driver's license number. It makes it easier.
No, I don't.
Hey, Davis, will you get his information for
I
the
have
report?
his information.
Oh,
Unless you want to do the phone number.
yeah, Anna, I need a phone number.
But you already got his information. You just sent phone
I
number?
have it, yeah.
Okay.
I ran his tag to see if he was from
You want to
America.
give him
I
the case
remember
number?
him.
Just tell him.
Yeah, I'll give him a case number.
Okay.
Because I'm sure I'll be complained on.
Oh, we are.
Yeah.
We got all of our information in our chief's thing. Do I need to call Ed for any reason?
Nah.
Never. We've been here 5
He's right there. He said if y'all would like to come speak to him, he'd rather y'all speak to him.
What's a good phone number for you?
334-850.
And he said he wants some trespass.
1955.
I'll have that conversation with him, cause
you.
I'm just a measly old employee that can barely pay his bill.
Hey, Mr. John. Alright, so he's pretty adamant he wants a report as of now. I watched the video when you reached down and grabbed a wrench and then started talking to him. If you'd have never done that, it wouldn't be a problem. But like I told your wife, I'm done to do a report for information only because the arguing was going back and forth and that's what caused it. It wasn't like you just picked a random person, run out here and grab a wrench and then run up on somebody walking down the street.
You know, I had back surgery November 6th, and I can't hardly get around. So the only reason I did that is to protect myself, because I am too damn old to fight.
And that's why I'm not.
And that boy younger than me.
Right. That's why I'm not writing it up as harassment for the intimidation or anything. I'm just doing it as an information. On this date, we came here because of X, Y, Z, and we reviewed video, and this is what happened. And it's not going to be a criminal offense. It's just going to be a documented incident. So when he goes, because he's not happy with us, so when he decides to complain on us for whatever reason, there is a documented report of what happened today.
Alexander Shannara will be in the knowledge before you know it.
But I just want to. Hey, I need your. You have a driver's license?
4907621.
4907621.
Yep.
All right. You got a different phone number than your wife, or y'all use the same phone number?
850-9410.
9410. Gotcha. All right. You want him trespass? Is what they were telling me.
Yeah, I don't want him here. I tried to get rid of him to start with.
Well-
If he'd have just left when I told him to leave, none of this would happen.
Yeah. Your wife said she didn't want him trespass, but I'll trespass him.
Well, I probably ought to speak with her. I own the place. I own the dirt. She owns the business.
Gotcha. That don't make a difference to me. If you want him trespassed, I will.
Is it gonna make it worse?
Not really. I mean, what it does is I'll go out here and tell him he's formally trespassed, and my presence on camera by a law enforcement officer, and then we'll log it through our dispatch. So if he shows back up to this property, and we get called out here, he goes to jail. There is no. I don't care why you're here, unless y'all invite him. Now, if y'all invite him, then the trespass is null and void.
Right.
But if I trespass him and he comes up here to cause another problem, it's no questions asked, goes to jail.
Well, you know where it's gonna go. He's gonna get him a lawyer and try to get me.
Well, they said they didn't want him to pay. We tried to tell him to leave, but he insisted to pay, so they let him pay. So he paid for the services.
He has been giving everybody here grief always, all the employees here. I don't work here.
Right.
My wife owns the place. And I own the building and the dirt. That's where we're at with that. But he's been giving everybody here fits, and he come all up in here stomping and hollering, and then what I did do, what I didn't do, and he called my wife a liar. And I'll get to you later. And that's what had my ass off. You don't mess with your folks' wife.
I got you. But did you want to trespass?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna
I
go
don't
do
see
that.
that it'll make it worse, do you?
Nah, I don't believe so. But I'm gonna get that taken care of, get him gone. And like I said, I'll have to do a report for information, just stating we came out here for what we came out here for. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Everything. You got any questions? All right. Well, let me get him out of here.
Think about cameras. They tell what happened.
Well, I couldn't tell what was being said, but going off body language, y'all were.
Well, you could see me trying to get
Oh yeah.
leave.
But you could also see his body language, what led to what happened. That's why I'm not going to do a report for a criminal offense for harassment. It's going to be just an information only, documenting what went on. The reason we had to come out here. So when he wants to take it to my boss and can't say I was in the wrong because I didn't do my job.
Yes, sir.
I got to cover myself.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir. All right. I never caught your name.
Alan Knight is mine.
Alan Knight. All right. So,
Why are they pulling the curtain for? Can I ask that question?
probably because they didn't want you to look in there.
I'm not gonna look in there. But if there's, let me say, legally, they're not supposed to audit those tapes. They're not supposed to edit those tapes, right?
Yeah, I don't know. It's their personal tapes.
Okay.
I mean, it's not a law office or
Okay.
it's not us. Like we don't audit. We don't change.
Was your
it.
camera?
Yeah, it's been rolling since I got out of my car.
Got you. That's good. So was it able to view what you
Right.
viewed?
So that's what I'm asking you. Do you want a report done for what happened?
I
today?
want to report that.
Okay.
I got to have, because the man threatened me with a pipe wrench.
Right. I got you. So,
I'm talking to Corporal, what's your name, sir?
Hodges.
I'm talking to Corporal Hodges. Can I hang up with you? All right, thank you. Okay, go ahead.
So, the way our reports work is give us 2 to 3 business days, because once I do it, it has to go through the approval process from all my higher ups, and then they'll be available for you. If you want a copy, is what
I'm going to say this, Corporal. And I'm not trying to be smart. I know you came off, you thought I was being accused of something. And normally, when I get accused, I respond in my defense.
Right.
Because I did no wrong. I came with money. I didn't want them to do nothing free. Never asked them for anything free. They confronted me in that business this morning, all 4 of them. And that man threatened me with a pipe wrench. And I held my ground. I never threatened him. I said, I'm not leaving, because if I leave here, you're going to say I stole this trailer. I didn't pay for it.
Well, that's why I asked you once I was in there on camera if they wanted you to pay or not, because if they would have refused your payment, it would have been on camera.
Right. And so the reason,
And in our presence.
and I was adamant because I didn't come here for that.
Right.
They saying I was disrespectful to that lady. You heard me. I apologized to her 3 or 4 times. To the young lady.
Yeah.
They said I talked to her roughly. Well, the gentleman that did my work is really the only guy I've been talking to. He's the one who knows what we had wrote down. She said he don't have the paper. Well, I tell her he did have the paper, because he's the one who gave it to me. He gave me a copy of it. So everything I have, I got from him. So why, as a business manager of the shop, why he didn't keep that? Why he didn't tell her that he had that? Because she said he don't have it. She was never present. Never. The owner was never present in any of the conversations I had. And so I just hate the presentation that has been called. Like I said, I'm a retired city official. I have to carry myself a certain way.
Firefighter, right?
Yes, sir.
Where'd you work at?
In Montgomery.
I worked there before I worked here.
What's your last name?
Hodges. I worked in for the PD.
Oh, you with PD?
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I started in Montgomery, went through the academy there because they'd hire you before 21.
They do.
So that's the only place that called me back before I was 21. So I did my time down there before I come up here.
But if you know,
but if this is the way they're gonna operate, pick a different trailer place.
but listen, I got that part.
Yeah.
I'm past that because I just wanted my trailer fit. They don't know me. I don't know them. I called them and asked them to do my work. I came. I showed him my work. He gave me the estimate for my work. I never asked for a deal. Never asked for a deal.
Right.
The first thing that husband threatened me with that pipe. Oh, that's what y'all do. Y'all just want something free. Y'all. He said all that on that. You should have heard.
Well, it's not. There's no audio on that camera.
Okay.
But I went off body language.
But you saw him.
Right. That's why I'm gonna do a report while we come out here.
He raised up on. Can I show you? Can I just? He came up to me chest to chest. He said, "You gonna get your black ass out of my store? I'm gonna make you." And he had that pipe in my face. And to me, if it wasn't for that, I'd be gone right now. I'd be gone. I'd be at my dad's right now. But that I can't let go. I can't let that go.
So I'm gonna get you a case number here in just. I do need a phone number.
334.
Hold on, I ain't got that good a memory.
Okay. So let's start with 334. And I don't know why your other officers.
I sent him out here to get it.
I know, but he's angry at me, and I don't know why. Because I told him I really want to speak back to you. So I know you sent him, and I apologize to you for him, because I don't want to talk to him again. I don't know why he's upset, because I ain't did nothing to him. My number is 334-657-6800. I'm trying to protect myself. That's
You
all.
said you got ID and everything? Okay. Is everything correct on your driver's license? Address, all that good stuff?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna get you a case number, and I'm gonna give you a card with the case number. Write it down. He's asking for it?
Code 1 will be 47472.
Can I ask you another question?
Yes.
Did you get a chance to speak to him?
Yes, I did.
What did he say?
Hold on just a second. Trying to write legible.
Okay.
So if you decide you want to get a copy of your report, bring this up to the police department and give it to the lady working at the front desk, and she'll get off that case number. She'll be able to pull it without having to do too much. Basically, his story is kind of similar to yours, minus the calling you certain things.
He said that.
Well, he didn't say that to me.
I know he won't. He's not gonna tell you.
But he said he felt, by your body language and the way you were talking, he felt threatened towards his wife, so he stepped up as a husband, and that's why he did what he did.
But if you saw the video, bro, you saw I never approached this man.
Right.
Yeah, I never went towards one.
Like I said, I watch body language because it's not audio. I can tell body language between the both of you. Y'all, everybody was in a tense mood, and then he grabbed the wrench. That's why I'm gonna do your report. If he'd have never grabbed that wrench and moved in any kind of direction toward you, I wouldn't have been able to do your report.
I'm gonna say this. I'm so used to people treating me unfairly. Not because I'm black, just because whoever I am. And I think you're treating me fairly.
If I wouldn't do your report.
Let me just say, I'm giving you credit for that. I did 23 years with the city of Montgomery, and I got treated like crap, even though I was a firefighter. And I saved lives, not merchandise.
Right.
I saved people's lives. I've helped people get out of bad situations. And for once, somebody is telling the truth or treating me fairly, I appreciate it. So I just want you to know that I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Because I was treated unfairly. I was disrespectful, she said, and I apologize for it. The lady said I was disrespectful, I apologize. But I never deserved what the owner threatened me, so I've been treating her employees wrongly. And then her husband said I disrespected her. I don't think I did. So for that reason, I need that report.
Yeah,
and I hope all this is on.
Yeah, it's still on.
Okay, good.
But last thing is they do want you trespassing the property.
That's cool. You couldn't pay me to come back here.
Well,
you couldn't pay me to come back here.
That's what they.
And I'm not gonna badmouth him, but I am gonna sue the hell out of him. Now I'm gonna sue the hell out of him.
That's on you.
I got you civilly. I'm gonna sue the hell because he shouldn't have did that.
But on our end, just so you're aware,
I'm never coming back here. If I drive down there, I'm gonna speed up so I can go that way or that way.
Well, like I said, everything's been recorded since we got here.
Thank you so much.
But they want you to trespass.
Cool. I got no problem.
If you can't come back to the property,
I won't.
Needed to get that out.
I'm promising it. Yes, sir. I'm not coming back. I promise you I won't.
Yes, sir.
I don't know him. He's mad at me, so I ain't gonna bother him. So
It's just him.
it'll be okay. I've dealt with it before. But like I said, I want to go now and get out their
Yeah,
property.
you're good to go. Just don't come back here. Go to a different trailer place, okay?
Facebook will know who they are.
That's fine.
Appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
It's right.